Am I back? Hello, hello. Something happened really bad. Yeah, I'm sorry. It wasn't me. I just pressed Command Q and bam, this just disappeared. It should ask to confirm, right? But it was crazy. So if I were to check this, let me check if I'm online. So I didn't want to end stream. Am I online? That's what I need to know. Yes, I think I am. And on YouTube as well. Okay, I think we're back. Yeah, thank you, Robin. So you can check the VODs on Patricio on Code. And that's it. I'll make them available on Twitch later as well. And thank you for following. And if you can, if all of you guys can check it on YouTube and follow, that would be much appreciated. So if I were to updating information, okay, if you need a mod, I can mod for you. Oh, okay, maybe some. I would need some help with some stuff. I'm finding so little time to do some stuff. Right now, I would I still want to do some plans about having like a plan, a schedule, what happened in which episodes, like in a summary, those sorts of things. I don't know if that's something you would like to do, or how much time you have, or how could I compensate you even for that. Atran 913, a first time chat. Hello, hello, welcome. So, do you like React? Huh. So, I think I do like React in a moderate doses. I do see the benefits of using React and all the components in the ecosystem, but it's not my first option to build applications at the moment. No, it's not. Robin, so you like React, but you don't want to have an overreaction. Exactly. Yeah, not overreacting. Robin, so what I'm looking for is to have something like I don't I think that mod is like in real time, right? So when there is lots of people, or like helping to some stuff in live, right? And I don't exactly need it because I'm a very low traffic streamer at the moment, at least. So I'm all fine with the live things, but the preparing, the pre and post do take some. It could be like 15 or 20 minutes per live, but time is not of. I don't have much time right now on me, so that's the hard part for me. So spaces folder not found. Yeah, so now we need to create that base folder. So let's click the button to start, right? Yeah. Please click the button to create it. And then we are going to have a filament button. Here we are. And we are getting some autocomplete. Which is nice. Whoop, whoop. Create spaces folder. Here we go. When it files. So I guess we could have it below, or it could be smaller. Size. We can make it PHP with size, action size, button size, is it? Can't remember what it is. Size. Icon size, no. Yeah, I'll just leave it excess. That's it. Yeah. If you like React, line 14 is unnecessary. Yeah, I think it's just to give it some space. Updating information. Yeah, I would. Some space to breathe, but then it would have to be below. Let me check. I think it gives it substance. It's more natural. Yeah, I think it gives it more. It gives it something. Yeah, I think it doesn't hurt to be there. Okay, and once we create it, we will create the spaces folder. So if all goes well, what is this? Output, okay, list command. So here we would create the spaces folder. What is this? No. This is the action. This is not what I want. I mean, this wouldn't be probably an action, but it's also not a query, right? So, okay. What's next? Load spaces, yeah. So this would be a public function. Public function mount. Why is that? Public create spaces folder. And now we would be able to click it. And that's it. We could then check connection, view server. What else? We want to create it, so list spaces. Username spaces. So I guess we can get it from the server. Let's make an assessor, public function, and then let's get the spaces folder. which returns an attribute. And this returns an attribute make. Yeah. And then get. It's gonna be a function. And we'll return username spaces. This dash username. What's up? Oh. I guess that's it. And these spaces could come from a config, right? We would get it from a config, which would be on the user or not. Yeah. Okay, so spaces, folder, path. And we can get it always from the server, which will be so useful. So server, it's called the spaces folder, spaces folder path. And if I generate the code, will it be generated? Yes, it will. So the spaces path, we will want to find, in the spaces path type file, no, find, so it was here, so we want to find on the space paths alfredo.yaml, which is also probably configurable, probably not. So should we have it here? Probably yes, right? Yeah. So if I were to refresh, it's connecting. Yeah, great. Consider using escape shell arg. Thank you. What is that? Escape a string to be used as a shell argument. Ah, thank you. Thank you. It does seem the right thing to do. Escape shell arg, and that's it. Thank you, BDSL. Yeah, so if we were to go there, updating informations, the space does not exist, and we would create it now. So in order to create it, we would I don't know, I'm finding reticent to just put stuff in. I want to let's make an action, it's better. And instead of list spaces, maybe I can just duplicate it, and probably I could use some traits or some base action class, because create spaces directory, and for that yeah, we probably don't need anything so complex, right? We are just mkdir minus exactly. Perfect. 3 strikes, then refactor perhaps. Just copy and paste the first time. Ah, right. That's a good one. Yeah, fantastic. The amount of advice as you give it. Robin Dealer saying, seasoned programmer. Oh, you know it. BDSL is just pew pew, just giving hot tips every minute. What's now? I just wanted to create a space. It would be nice just to just put a compose in there and start a small service, even if it's just nginx. I don't know, just saying hello world. Okay, so let's create spaces folder. Let's do it. And if I were to refresh, not found it. Why? I know why, because we didn't run it, right? So create spaces directory, and now we are to, what does that do? It returns a string, which I don't know, but probably it's an empty string. Output is the creating handle. Yeah, Copilot learns from the other. Okay, so let's type dump the output. That's it. Let's create the button. Empty string, we got it. And if I were to refresh, bam, it's created. Hey, hello, Callum. Fairly seasoned, yes. Still never managed to find job with real continuous delivery, though. Ooh, yeah. Callum 1. Back. And do you have any tips when writing a resume, Patricio on code? Well, keep it short. Keep it one page if possible. And just leave the things that you've done with on yourself, with team, for team, because what will get you an interview is not, or to the next phase, it will not be a huge set of things. So yeah, if you have like one shot for the gatekeeper who is reading the stuff, just to read it. So if you can keep it one page, and yes, all the basic common thing, leave it to the end. Don't even put it on top, like English, etc. Those boring stuff that everyone puts. Don't worry in giving them emphasis or to take space. Also, if you are delivering the CV in hand, print it on a heavy paper, not on a simple paper, but a heavy one, a thicker, because then it feels more valuable. That's a psychology thing, yeah. You're probably sending it remotely, of course, but yeah, that's a tip. And I hope you have a good luck with that. BDSL, the is spaces folder absent mutable state does still make me uncomfortable. Literally more substantial on heavy paper. Good tip. Yeah, thanks. So, the mutable state. I mean, what can you do about it? Why? I know what you mean. But Yeah, and it's even yeah, we can make it not okay. So now it's not mutable. You can do it, but just in the backend, right? But yeah, what will you do? Will you screw your own server, right? Ah, one thing we do have to check is that yeah, it's locked, so you can just touch your server. Yeah, I think I wouldn't worry so much. What we do now is, now that it's created, we will also load spaces so that on the first you don't need to refresh it again. So when we load spaces, we have to call, how am I calling without having to instantiate that thing? How should I call it? Thought you might have a perspective that would trigger a change on the resume, but thanks a lot. Well, that's a good thing. If you don't have anything to change, that's because you are doing it well. If it's already one page, that's fantastic. Yeah, no, I think we do need to call it, because if I want to call load spaces, I need to instantiate the list space and provide for it, right? Because this is happening at Laravel magic. When Livewire is calling load spaces, it will call it from the container. So I don't remember how is that. How does that work? App call. Would I call it like so? Load spaces and point the callable to it? And would that work? Let me check. Let's remove that directory. So rm spaces, here we go. rmdir spaces, removed. So if we were to refresh, it disappears. Now I'm gonna click and bam, not found, but it's there now. So if I refresh it, it's not. I thought you were talking about instantiating space lists rather than list spaces. Yeah, sorry, yeah. Yeah, I guess this is list spaces as in the verb, and this is the noun. But I do get it. It's a little bit misleading. Sorry for that. So, if this was called never mind. I just have to I just said I have to set it to false. That was why. So if I were to rmdir spaces, if I were to refresh and I create it, bam, done. Nice. So it should list, if I go there, we should now install a space. And that's where the things start to complicate. And it's 1 a.m. right here. I have to finish. And I don't want to, because I want to do this. No such file or directory, spaces loaded successfully. So if they loaded successfully, this would be the output. These would be, what would this be? This would be a public array with a string of slugs. An array of strings. It can be locked. And how do I do the doc block for this? Is it on top? And it's an array of string, right? Hello, Rogerio F. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. So, what is this? What is this? Yeah, stock block like that. Thanks. So, each string, yeah, each string is a directory. It's a directory name of a space. I tried to type, but Twitch swallowed it. No, no worries, all good. Thank you so much. So we will get the list of directories. We can just test that out. So I'm just gonna go in mkdir. I don't know, my database, my db1, and I'm gonna touch my db1 slash alfredo.yaml. That's it. So if I were to go here, the load spaces would print. I don't want to die dump, so I'll just put it on array. These spaces, right? Or I can just on the view, if spaces folder is absent, but if it's not absent, if, of course, it's always going to be there, so count these spaces. It doesn't need to have, but I like to be specific. If I just add count, but I like to read the big greater than 0. So I'm just gonna go and echo the JSON encode of these spaces. That's it. Nothing. That's not good. That's not good. Or you can be more specific and say it's a list string if the indices will be 0, 1, 2, etc. and you're not interested in the indices. Why JSON encode shouldn't it be HTML? It should, but I just want to see it quick. I will probably make one component per each space or a link per each space. I just wanted to see those. And of course, I just didn't set them up. I'm just silly. So I'm gonna go and read the output because we have to take care of that. We do have it. My db1, so it's good. So if I were to make another one, so take my blog, I will remove all those, my blog test, and then take only works in Z shell, right? My Z shell. So mkdir, my blog test. Now I'm gonna touch my blog test slash alfredo.yaml. Yeah. So I'm thinking, should I show all directories there and it doesn't matter? Like, show them all. And when we go in, if we can work very well, if we can't, then we don't. I don't know. Yeah, let's see. So next one, we have slash home slash alfredo blah blah blah. Oh, cool. So we have these paths. So it's cool. And they are probably separated by a new line, right? So if I were to explode the output, nice. So the list spaces handle could probably they need an output. Oh, damn it. Sometimes I have these existential crises of not knowing what to do. Okay, I know what I will do. Let's do it inline and that's it. And we'll close it for today. And we are one step further. So the output, we want to spaces, we want to collect the output. We want to filter all lines, all paths that string path starts with /home, and then I want to remove the empty lines and or at least /home/server user. Do I have it here? I do, right? Starts with this server and then the spaces folder path. That's it. I can break it here. And then I want this converted to array. That's it. So if all goes well, we have 2 directories and that's it. Will you make the spaces property a collection instance, or do you prefer to keep it an array? I guess it could be a collection, but then I would have to mount and instantiate it, or yeah, it can stick to an array. Not super worried about that. One of those things that my mind doesn't get lost there, I guess. I do love collections much more than arrays. So now that we have those, we can make what is it? Yeah, just in code. So for each space now, we can for each these spaces as space path we can have a title or a card, right? Let me check. And started can be a section, I think. Concepts. Blade components. I think it can be a section. Are you coding 100% in PHP in the backend in all the streaming? Yeah, I think I am. That's the goal. I mean, I love JavaScript and I will go to it, but I do love Laravel more, and while I can keep it, I will. Not by force, if I'm not gaining any, if there's no advantage in changing, then I won't. That's it. So text, no text. X filament section, and then there will be the heading. That will be PHP. That will be string space path after last. Oh, damn it. Copilot's good. So let's see what's going on. Not this. Starting to close. Oh yeah, this font was beautiful. I have to check it later. Patricio on code. Don't check to subscribe, please. It will help the channel. Here we go. So we can now make an ordered list, I guess. Should I? I don't know. So just a div class flex call and gap 4. Is it okay? Cool. So we would see some stuff like that. 6. So now we would see some stuff about these spaces. For each over an empty list is a no hop. Huh? If on 29, the if on 29. Ah, it's a no hop. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, if this would be, maybe I just would want to not show that element, right? If it would have some style, but I guess it's irrelevant and I can remove it. Yeah. So this is cool. We already have a dashboard which has nothing. Yeah, I was going to say, if you put the if outside the div, then it becomes meaningful. Thank you, BDSL. Thank you so much. I'm glad you still didn't go to sleep. Thank you for being there. Okay, we can check the connection, and it's good. We can, I mean, because this is already connected well, we can like hide this, put it in a ... button, right? And only then we could, because we don't need to see it always. But yeah, let's not super stress about it. Also, we will have Bastion server or Jump server. What else? Hey, Zomoziano. Hi and good night. Nice to see some progress, Patricio. Thank you so much, Zomoziano. You're here since the beginning. Thank you. So we already viewed the server. Yeah, we should have an edit link probably if something changes. So when we go to manage spaces, yeah, we connect, we list them, and that's it. So we might want, should we go one step further? Should we install something? I guess we can. Can this page, so this is a page, right? Let me make a git commit. I guess it's time. Oh damn, so big. That's what she said. Okay. I hope you know the joke. I'm just old, probably. Okay, SSH helper, blah blah blah. Config file name alfredo.yaml. Yeah, that should be in runtime, but yeah, nah, I don't care. Okay, check connection. This was cleaning up. Edit in view pages. Then this was to my cleaning up. So this became smaller. Check was this the console? Yeah. Clean up, abstract the SSH connection in it. Spaces directory, so this is one of the last. The server, yeah, so manage spaces, and that's it. Manage spaces. Manage spaces in it. I think it's kind of cool. What do you guys think? Finally finished the resume and submission. Time to job hunt. Hey, good luck, Callum. So Mosiana also wishing luck. Good luck, good luck. Play icons, blah blah blah. Whoa, so much. Yeah, so manage spaces. Now, if we wanted to install a new space on the manage space, we could have, I think, added action, and this would return an array. And this would be an action, filament action make. Now there are so many kinds of spaces, but let's see. Let's say install a one-click app. Okay. So, and if we were to install a one-click app, we would have a form where we would choose this is the schema, right? Yeah. So we would have a select. What is the application? And the options would be, they would have to come from a model, and that model is going to be probably sushi. It would be from a YAML or an array, or rows, yeah, an array. But also the rows can be a method, and this would load from a model. This, yeah. So Mosiano, good night and have a nice rest of the stream. Off to work early tomorrow. Thank you so much, Mosiano, for joining. Thank you, thank you. I think we are just going to, oh look, they are knowing it. Owen Codes, hello, hello, first time chat. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for joining. I'm Patricio, I'm a full stack developer. You're a first time chat, so I don't know. Are you Owen Vogue? I don't know, I don't think so. So this install action, I think I'm gonna stop. Okay. So we are building Get Alfredo, which is a self-hosting assistant. Oh, you come from the ride of Nyans. Okay, so... Oh, so you know it already, probably. We were building this self-hosting assistant, which is called Alfredo. So from the beginning, we get a dashboard, which is empty for now. And then we can add servers. There is already one test server locally. And we can see basic information. And in there are spaces. This is all in runtime. And oh, I'm also a full stack Laravel dev, tall stack for now. Nice. Oh, cool. So this is your bitch. This is home for you. This is made in Filament as to make it faster. You should probably know it by now if you are a tall stack developer. I assume. And yeah, so managing spaces. This is where we will have applications installed. Oh, you just heard of it? You have to absolutely take some time tomorrow and check it out. Really, you won't regret it. You can take half an hour, take it for a spin, and let me know. I used Quill.js before on a previous project. What is Quill.js? Isn't that a... Yeah, it's a text editor. Oh no, Filament is something else, man. Filament is for you to build applications entirely. So you can build CRUDs, you can build panels, forms, paginators, info lists, actions, widgets, lots and lots and lots. Yeah, Transcode is saying super cool. Will be a project like Laravel Forge for send projects to production. Well, yes and no. So Laravel Forge is something very specific to deployments, of course, and highly specialized in making it easy for you. And Alfredo, no. Alfredo is a app store, so you can install applications with one click. For example, this is a list of templates for Portainer, and I want to make them accessible right now, just with one click. And for example, you want to install Bookstack, which is actually an application in Laravel, right? You just click, bam, and it gets installed and you use it. So Bookstack is a wiki. Oh, not here. It's not this one. So never mind. It's just an example I want to show. It doesn't matter what it does, right? It's just one application that you install it and you don't change the code. So it's just there. Like if you want a database, you install MySQL, it's there. You want Bookstack to use as a user, you install it, it's there. You want to install self-hosted analytics, there is Umami, there is Matomo, there is an application for that, right? So this will be, thank you, Luis Cambi, for the follow. I see some chats, I will get to them. So this installs one click, and my goal is to install it in Forge as well. So if you have a Forge server, you can install apps in Forge. And then you can also install to production Git applications from a template or from your custom Git. So that's why I said yes or no. Yes and no. It's a yes if you have a custom Git application and you already have it on Docker Compose. And lastly, if there is an app template for the application that you want to install, you can put it to production as well. So it's not like a forged replacement. You can even combine them. So yeah, it's not a replacement. First time chat, Luis Cambi, thank you for the follow. The tool to draw on the screen. The most asked question I get, it's not about the software, it's about this tool. I'm joking, but it's true. Lots of questions. It's called Presentify. and yeah, you can download it. It's I don't know, under $10 and for lifetime, or if you have a setup subscription, it's already there. Presentify. And you can draw lines or straight lines and rectangles, freehand, what else, arrows, yeah, lots of stuff, no problem. Is the stream stuttering for anyone else? Oh, I hope it's not. Transcode. Okay, I understand now the idea. Yeah, thanks. Have an interesting article on self-hosting. If you like, I can share the link. Yeah, please share. So what am I going to do now? Yeah, I want to install some action. And I actually don't know what I'm going to install. Let me check what I have here on the previous. Yeah, you can install maybe a Docker directors. Yeah, okay. Let's go with. I don't know if this is going to stay like this. It probably will not. Let's do it like so. So directors is a no-code backend where we can make our tables, our database, all in a UI, and then we can get an API, and we can make a front end for it, and yeah, it's an API with a UI, and I like it really much. So let's have a directors as an option, and we will I don't know, I'll just put a folder called spaces for now. Oops. New directory, spaces, that's it. And there will be a directors. And there's a Docker compose. And if all goes well, what's happened? Because the git ignore is ignoring Docker compose because I wanted to ignore it, but I just want to ignore it if it's on the root. So this one is a new one, that's it. And Docker compose dot test.yaml also on the root, and that's it. So what's going to happen is if I just bring this up, it's not ready. Okay, I want to make so many changes. I just want to make it work. So let's see, but it's already 1:17. It's so late. I think I'll just have to finish for today. I'm sorry guys, it's so late here. Where are you guys watching from? Yeah, what I wanted to do is, for example, if we go there to the server, we have to do it other day. So if I were going to resources, spaces, directors, whoops, and I would just Docker compose up. Luis Cambi also does streams about tech. Oh, share your channel, please. And Owen Codes, I'm from Europe, Ireland. Hey, thank you for joining from Ireland. Thank you so much. Robo Digitalis is now following. What part of Ireland, Owen Codes? And Luis Kumbi, here's his profile, so be sure to check him out. And what are you coding about? Oh, you are vibe coding in Spanish. Okay. I'll be sure to check out one of these days. Okay, so this Docker Compose already checked out. So if I were going to localhost and 8050, I already have this application running. So what was the test arroba example and password? So this is working in one click, so to speak. That will happen. I will be able to create a collection of cars, I don't know, and it has status, sort, blah blah blah. And yeah, we already have a data model. I'll create a field with an input. It's called name, save, that's it. We already have a form for cars. If I want to create an item, I can do it. I shows status, so it's there. So yeah, how cool is this? Done. Bam. And we want to use this in production, so yeah, that's why Alfredo. I do a lot of things, mostly startups, finance, and AI. Oh, let's talk about someday. I also restarted streaming because I was a long time without. Um, I want to learn a lot about AI and automations with NA10, using AI and not only, but yeah. So yeah, let's mingle and yeah, let's network some of these days. NA10 is a great tool. Yeah, I thought so, yeah. And I am connected it with Laravel already, Automate Ally. I have a repo, it was like a few streams ago, where I'm like consuming a webhook from Laravel. And yeah. So it was like 10 days ago or so, not even so. If my PC was not dying, I would download an offline AI model. Hey, Mac and Wolf, first time chat. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, offline AI models. Well, they can be expensive to run, right? But there are some small that can do plenty, and I want to explore those as well in live streams. I just want to first finish Alfredo, and then I want to be able to deploy NA10 and other AI applications with Alfredo. So there are other motivations. I also like many other applications, but I also can easily deploy them with Docker Compose because I use it for long time now, many years. But I it it's missing an easy to use application to do it very quickly to many servers, etc. Just make sure you have enough VRAM to run it. Yeah, exactly. And the good graphics card, etc. Right? I also learned. Okay, if you want to learn it on premises, that's something, but you can use something like RunPod, and you will use inference. You can use it from serverless, so you just pay for the request. Oh, and you need to fine tune as well, and they allow that. RunPod and replicate, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you can do all of that. I need to explore it so bad. You see, you can like train a model. Where is that? Oh, the website is slow. Yeah. So you can fine tune lots of models, and yeah, you get Conf UI. I never got even to use, and I think better stuff came out later. I don't know. So you can do all sorts of things in one and the other. In RunPod, you can like have a server just for you with I don't know how many graphics cards and etc. And you pay by the month, by the time, right? Or you can have the serverless model and pay by request, so that is good. Maybe there are more services, also Together AI. We see lots of them right now. And yeah, you can do fine-tuning as well. So even if your computer is dying, maybe you can, for a few bucks, you can not have to wait, right? Because maybe, I don't know what kind of work you want to do, but maybe a few dollars is enough and you don't need to do it on your own computer. Okay, so yeah, I will have to stop. I'm so sorry. I really wanted to continue, but it's so late that I cannot. How is stuff? Whoa. Ah, it's the volume, it's there, yeah. So cd resources spaces direct, dc stop, dc down, dash v, removing volumes. So, oh no, folders do not get deleted. So rm and ref data and uploads, yeah, and if all goes well, yeah, deleted, .git ignore, yeah, and I think we don't need to upload this, no. So update git ignore, .git ignore, and that's it. We'll leave this to the next stream, and I would like to be able to install this that I just installed. I want to do it from the UI, and we are almost there basically, because I know then there will be lots of stuff to finish around, but this is exactly what I want. I want to have multiple spaces on a server, and for each one just to be able to manage them in the most mundane operations, because in terms of monitoring, in terms of services, we can install self-hosted. So I think it's going to be really great. So guys, I want to thank you everyone who was there with me live or watching the video on demand. Maybe you are taking some notes, some questions, and yeah, I guess I'll see you somewhere in the future. Thank you so much for joining. That's it. I'm always saying there's a delay. I know I want to wait someone if I want to wait for someone if you want to say something. Yeah, Callum, thanks for streaming. Patricia, thank you so much. Robin, thank you for watching again, for joining. The VODs are on YouTube, so please don't forget to go there. If you can all go to the YouTube, Patricio on Code, and subscribe, that helps a lot for the algorithm. Yeah, and that's it. I want to thank you for the opportunity of being a mod. So I actually don't need exactly the mod, but some help with the channel would be nice. We can speak about it other day. And yeah, thank you so much for being there for me and joining and saying hello. That's what this is all about, to network and have fun. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.